and you expect them to go and die for you. What is the allowance? What is the salary of the police and the army? These young army officers that are dying in the field, how much is their allowance and their salaries? And then one individual in Nigeria is stealing trillions of naira, and there was no deterrence on him. So the lack of patriotism was embedded deliberately by those who feel that nothing will happen. The psyche of people, the leaders, is that, look, nothing will happen. But something is happening. People are revolting. The young people on the street that cannot feed themselves are revolting. They are sending a very clear message. Countries that goes to war on three categories. A nation that cannot protect its citizens is vulnerable to war. A nation that cannot feed its citizens is vulnerable to war. A nation that do not embark on massive food production is very likely to go to war. Look at Ukraine before the war. How many countries is Ukraine feeding? How many farms did the federal government have right now? Are they farming because of emergency like this to release food? What stuff from the federal government? You have Ministry of Agriculture only existing in Abuja. What is the Ministry of Agriculture doing in Abuja? Why can't you decentralize it into the 6 zones and go into farmers in the 6 zones to produce massive food? So that's why I say it's a man-made issue. It's completely avoidable. Go into the Ministry of Agriculture, the budget year in, year out. What have they done with that budget? It's a massive level of insincerity. The entire package is, look, let me loot as much as possible. The civil servants, the executive, are the champions of corruption in Nigeria. If you put corruption in the executive arm of the government, Nigeria will be categorized as a corruption-free nation. There's no nation that is 100% free of corruption. What you need is a percentage that can give you the latitude to run the system. That's what you need. We are below the percentage. Officials of government, civil servants that have taken an oath of office are the one taking the money out of the country. If they still are invested in the country, it's even much better. How many Nigerians that have access to public funds invested it in Nigeria? Maybe the lack of Aliko Dangote, maybe Elumelu and so on, and others that are reinvesting it for the citizens to benefit from it. If you look at the refinery, one of the biggest in the world today, no matter where the money comes from, it was invested in the country. Thousands of people have been employed. You better have administrator or a governor that can work 60% and maybe still 40% than to have a governor that will still 90% and work 10%. Every country have their own challenges in terms of corruption, in terms of stability, in terms of economic policy. We are yet to define our economic policy comprehensively. We don't know even what it is. What is the exchange rate today officially? 1,516 officially as of today. What is it in the black market? If you check it, 1,630. And you expect them to go and die for you.